deer. Catch that. Can we catch that deer? Well, look, it is PorJoPrepper. Ha ha ha. This is his daughter, Latasha. Latasha's husband, Devin, and their beautiful son, Mason. Isn't he just a cutie? Devin, you did a good job cooking him up. Daughter, JJ. Oh, look at her babies. They're beautiful. Look at them smiles. And her whole family. Trinity. Giving the eagle feather like Brian, her uncle. Cameron Brian. Mama and her daughters. Hello, Destiny. Oh, so serious, so pretty. And her babies. With Grandpa out hunting in the woods, looking for that deer. And there is Uncle Philip and his new wife, Rebecca. We were out playing on bicycles in Oklahoma City. And look what they went and done this spring. Woo! And Tori graduated. This is the things that happened this year for PorJoPrepper. And a tribute to our Simon, our long-lost cat. We love Simon.
These guys' names are Big Berthas. Hey, Bertha, did you know you were a sweet bell pepper?
This is the PorJoPrepper Show. It's getting kind of dark. You see the sunset here. We're on the little homestead. We're homesteaders.
This is my grandfather's gun. I got it off my grandmother. It's got a pistol grip. It's got the folding stock arm and a short barrel. So that's what's special about this gun. Other than that, it's just a Mossberg, just like all the rest of the 12-gauge shotguns. But this one I got from my grandfather.
And what you call this? Your dream come true?
This, yeah, my van and everything. It's like a dream come true. I'm going first, and then Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon's to Arizona. Hoover Dam,
Las Vegas, Nevada, and then nice little.
Would you rather raise a happy, healthy animal and butcher it, and then make it your supper, or would you rather go down to McDonald's and eat this meat that they have chopped up and that you don't even know what you're eating?
I think that not only for me, I think everyone should raise and eat their own meat. And if we did that, it'd be a lot different world. But absolutely, we need to raise more of our own livestock, as in chickens, rabbits, and goats, cows. But I think not only would I rather have farm fresh meat, I think everyone would rather if they knew what they were really eating.
And so what do you suspect in some of this food that we're eating?
Everyone knows it's preservatives.
Preservatives?
But the preservatives are what's bad in the food. I mean, that's what basically preservative is a fancy term for poison in our food, and we don't need it. If it's right there, it's fresh, we don't need preservatives.
Awesome. Well, Justin, this is awesome that you're fixing to take out on this trip. We'll hear again from Justin here in a minute. Let's just get off this camera, get comfortable, and we'll do an interview with Mr. Justin Porter as he embarks on this lifelong journey. My wife was commenting the other day to me how our grandmothers and our mothers haven't really showed us how to prepare our own food, how to can it, put it away, butcher it even. So we've been watching a lot of YouTube videos explaining to us how to quarter up a rabbit, for instance, a recipe how to cook a guinea fowl, which turned out to be very delicious, and found out also that they're related to, first cousins to, turkeys and ostriches and pheasant. Guinea fowl are very tasty. We've found that our butchered rabbits are delicious. The right recipes, cook them up right, cut them up just right. We had a friend that thought it was weird to eat a chicken that you raised on a farm. Commented that he'd rather go to the store and buy a chicken. Well, not only is a store cheaper than to raise that chicken, But that chicken has been fed what I believe to be poisons in their food. Oh my gosh, what we've been reading in the news and the media, what they're putting in this chicken feed now, steroids and antibiotics. And our chickens with a fenced yard, they're not in pens and they lay eggs, and then we have a open chicken coop which free range our chickens. And that way I always have chicken laying eggs. If a catastrophe like a coyote or a storm or predators kill all of the chicken outside free range chickens, I still have some in the coop that I can incubate their eggs, or even as we eat them. Now his hair is getting kind of long. I'm fixing to take care of that. It's summertime, heat's coming on. Is why would you want to? I know it's a lot of it is money, and there's places that guarantee the best prices. The money, is it worth your health to eat animals that have been genetically altered to gain weight twice as fast? I've seen a turkey one year that I bought that gained weight so fast it couldn't even walk on its own legs after a certain period of time. Same way with hogs. We try to get the original stock cattle, pigs, and rabbits, and try to make it as natural as possible. We do not try to make them pets. We know that they're going to be eaten. There is some of our stock that are pets and that will probably never be eaten, but we do have animals on our farm that she is with me on. We go and we butcher them. So why would it be okay to raise a happy animal and butcher it rather than go to a factory of animals and see how they kill them, how they keep them in small facilities, small pens, feeding them antibiotics and poisons, or even feeding cattle back chicken manure, chicken feed, chicken scraps out of chicken houses, and feeding cattle back animal byproducts. And it's better, it's okay. A majority of people really think this, that it's okay to go to the store here at this big chain that I'm sitting at, which I have to go to often and buy my groceries because I'm not 100% reliant yet on my farm or my homestead. But they'll go to the store and they would rather eat this. It's altered meat, genetically, scientifically, food-wise, probably killed in an inhumane way. It probably had a miserable life all the way up to its end, when my calf would be raised up with love and joy. Even though we're going to eat it, it's going to die a very humane death and is going to feed us for us to continue our life, if that makes any sense. Well, to me it does. Well, I would rather have a happy animal and healthy one that I know what ate and have it in my freezer rather than one that I do not know where it came from. That's just my take on it. This is the PorJoPrepper Show. I hope you enjoy these shows. We're trying to bring you more news on this homesteading, and you will see some of the new projects that we have this summer, bringing a greenhouse. We had built we got some planting ideas, we got some raised gardening ideas, some new watering system ideas that we want to put into place. We have guineas, turkeys, chickens, and ducks. We're going to be building nest boxes and pens and coops each individually for these birds. Some of them are being just for laying eggs. We'll use them for laying eggs, and then others we will use to butcher and eat. Others we're just used to free range to eat the bugs, to try to keep our garden as natural as possible. Thanks for watching. Come back, please. Like and share this video.
going traveling basically and find my bliss is why I'm going. I'm going because I found out my purpose in life was helping others, so I want to find out the best way I can do that, and I'm going out and search for helping others and follow my bliss and find and find out what makes me happy and do that for a living.
Okay, Justin, you're carrying this weapon with you. And the importance to me, your dad, for weapons is to arm ourselves for marauders or people that wants to take away from us what we've saved up, stored up, and prepped. And so we're prepping for the future of possible calamity in this world, this earth that we know it. And the end of the world as we know it is coming soon.
The end of our modern day society as we know it. Yes, I believe that our system is built on a system that is so fragile that it is going to collapse. Absolutely. One day it's going to be worse than the Great Depression. We're going to, it's just going to all fall apart. But it's weird because the economy isn't a real thing. It's something that we've made up, something that we control. It's not something that's physical and real. It's how the one percenters or the elite have it set up so fragile that it's going to collapse one day. It's bound to collapse.
So what are they going to do? Is there going to be a government to help them out, or are they going to starve and kill each other for food?
Well, I think the government's going to be, acting. There's certain people that know about this, but for the rest of the government that we see, they're going to be so surprised. They're going to be running around like with their heads caught up, chopped off, the best thing that people can do is start raising their own livestock and preparing, putting back some food and water, because where we get our food there's not going to be any. We go to Walmart to get our water and our food, and so that's not going to be there no more. I think that people need, if they raised some chickens, some cows maybe, and got into it, they would be a lot better off. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I thank you, son, and it sounds like you put it together for your own life, and your dad is proud of you, and he's praying for your journey, and hope that the society as we know it doesn't come to an end before you get back. So I hope you see everything that you want to see. Then you get back here and help us defend this homestead and get to raising our animals.
It's funny. It's after I just heard something about all the stories that we've ever heard. They all have one thing. They're all one story. They're just told in different ways. Same book, different chapter, how they sometimes say, but it's called The Hero's Journey. And they have to step out of their regular place, then they go through some trials, and then they return. There's a cycle to everything. Everything's in cycles. And so there's a cycle to my journey, too. So I'll always be returning. I don't think that I'll, make this a permanent, living quarters, because I want to live everywhere, all the time. People ask me, where do you live? I'll say I live where I'm at. I sleep in my van, but I'm going to be homeless. I don't want a home. I want to be able to travel and go wherever I want to, but that means I'll always be coming back here because my family.
And come and got this van and is going on this journey to find his bliss.
I did what most everybody do. I did exactly what I was told: go to school, get a job, buy a car, buy a house, get married. Except, I was just doing that same road that everyone else goes, traveling down the same road everyone else does. And then one day I woke up and said, that's not the road for me. And now I'm going down a different road. And it's a lot more exciting, and I'm a lot more happier.